Good evening, all. Audio, video clear. Hello. So welcome, all of you. Good evening, all. So today we are discussing the topic syllogism, and today onwards we are starting the reasoning unit. The quantitative aptitude data interpretation chapters are completed already. Today we are starting reasoning unit. There are different topics in this unit. So new students, this is a series where we cover all topics of UPSC CSAT in a duration of 40 lectures, all quantitative aptitude and reasoning topics. For comprehension also we are planning for a series. Do let us know in the comment section if you are interested to attend a comprehension series, UPSC Aspirants. And this series is not only useful for UPSC, these topics are common for many competitive exams. So for those exams also, this lecture series is useful. The previous year questions I will be picking up from UPSC, but the theory I am teaching will be useful for other exams also. So for the new people, this is the bio of me. These are the books I have written, and these are the courses, or these are the ebook, flashcard ebooks I offer in our mobile application Christy's classes. For the flashcard ebook till your exam, it is available at a nominal price of ₹49 for UPSC CSAT. For CSIR NET, there is 2 set of flashcards. Most of them are common, only few topics are different. And CSIR NET aspirants, your complete course is available in our mobile application Christy's classes, and now the complete course is available at ₹749 along with study materials, online study materials, and the classes together. You can get it at this price. More details you can find here, and in the mobile application you can directly join and watch the recorded videos, use the study materials, and prepare for the upcoming CSIR NET. So, and new students, if you want to be part of our free resources, the website christyvarghese.in, Telegram channel, WhatsApp group, and mobile application Christy's classes. You can scan these QR code to access it, or check the description of the video to access it. Yes, my Smiley, this session or this videos will be useful for GATE and NET also. And these are the other playlists in this channel that also you can follow for more practice questions, speed matrix, and previous year question solution. Okay, so let us start. Reasoning we are starting from today. Last class we discussed Venn diagram. That idea is needed for syllogism also. That is why Venn diagram I have taken as the last lecture in the quantitative aptitude unit. Now the remaining topics are reasoning topics mainly. Reasoning topics means normally in the reasoning questions, logic is more important than the mathematical or simplification skills. But in some question, rarely some mathematical things also will be there in some chapters. When it comes, I will discuss about that also. Okay, so syllogism or logical syllogism. In Venn diagram chapter, I told you what is intersection, what is union and all. Now, those things will be useful here also to an extent. How I will tell you. So, in syllogism, these are the 4 major things you should know. How to represent Venn diagram for a syllogism statement, that is the most important thing. Before that, what is syllogism? Let me tell you. Okay, these are the 11 topics that we will be taking in the upcoming lectures. So, syllogism derives from a Greek word. The meaning of that is inference or deduction. Infer something, deduce something. That means you are, from the given clues, we are trying to find something. It's a form of reasoning in which the conclusion is drawn from 2 given propositions. Proposition means statements. For example, all humans are animals. All animals are living beings. Then we can say all humans are living beings. Now, how we represent this in Venn diagram? All humans means if this circle, think that this circle have all the human beings in this universe. All humans are animals means all the humans are subset of animal set. Na? It is subset of animal set. That means humans are also animals, and outside human there can be other animals also. And all animals are living beings means animals will be subset of another set living beings. So these are called premises or propositions, these two statements. Now from that, what conclusion you can make? That is this conclusion. All humans are living beings, we can say, na? Because humans are subset of animals, animals subset of living beings. So humans are subset of living beings also, we can say. Is this clear, all of you, how to draw the Venn diagram and what is the basic idea of a syllogism? Syllogism, I hope all of you understood it. Syllogism is actually a very old concept. In 350 BC book, Prior Analytics, Aristotle have mentioned about syllogism actually. So in that, this is one classic example we tell about syllogism. All men are mortal. Socrates is a man, then Socrates is mortal, na? Because men set is completely inside, so mortal set. And Socrates is one sample of this men. So that sample will be mortal because all men are mortal. So Socrates is also mortal. Yeah, there are some technical terms, minor premise, major premise and all. We don't have to go that much deep because that will take too much time to explain. Practically what is needed to solve question completely, that is what I am teaching you. This much theory or what I am going to teach now, that much theory is enough to do any questions from syllogisms. So propositions, I told you proposition means given statements. Propositions have mainly four things. Quantifier, subject, copula and predicate. For example, all humans are mammals means humans are subject and mammals are predicate. Like in English grammar we say subject and object, na? Similar to that itself we can say. If you want more definition of these things, I have given here. Subject is the part of the proposition about which something is said. Predicate is that part of the proposition which states something about the subject. For example, all humans are the subject. About the humans it is told that they are something else or they are mammals. So that is a predicate. Now these all, some, no, etc. that are called quantifiers. It quantifies. It specifies a quantity, how much it is. All humans are mammals means all of them. Some are means few of them only. Na? Are you getting the point? So that is a quantifier. And then the connecting words are copula. Connecting word is, are, etc. So the word copula itself means link or tie in Latin. Okay, so that is the basic things in propositions. Now types of propositions we will discuss. These are the four major types. All x are y, no x are y, some x are y, some x are not y. All x are y we already discussed. X should be subset of y. One second. This is the updated flashcard. This I will use so that will be easier. So all x are y means x should be subset of y. As I told, all humans are mammals means human set should be inside the mammal set. No x or y means there should be no intersection. Like we discussed in Venn diagram, disjoint sets, no intersection at all. No boy is a girl means they are disjoint sets or there will not be any intersection. Some x or y means this red region, some x or y. Other x we don't know whether they are y or not. Some x are not y means at least few x are not y. For example, this red region, these are x which are not y. Na? Yeah, in the last class we discussed about a minus b, b minus a. You can relate to that also. There it was more mathematical analysis. That is why we have represented in terms of a minus b, b minus a. Here actually it is more reasoning, more logical analysis we have to do. So some x are not y can be represented like this. So these are the four major types of propositions, or the question will be asked, or in the question you will see one of these or more than one of these four statements or four propositions. So now let me tell you a few things. All x are y means, does that means all y are x? All of you respond, those of you are watching me live or recorded, you can respond. What do you think? All x are y, does that means all y are x? For example, yeah, you can actually, even if in the question there can be absurd statements that cannot be related to real life, To understand this concept, you can take real life examples. All humans are mammals. Does that mean all mammals are humans? No, right? Geometry, one example I will tell you. All squares are rectangles. That does not mean all rectangles are squares. Are you getting the point? So, all x or y does not imply all y are x, but it implies some y are x. Some y are x, that is for sure. Because all humans are mammals means we can say some mammals are humans. Some mammals may not be humans also. So, some y are x we can say if all x or y is given. No x or y, what you can derive? You can say no y or x also, isn't it? No boys or girls means no girls or boys is also correct. And some x or y. Some x or y also means some y or x. Some cricketers are good human beings. That means some human beings are cricketers also we can say. Na? Are you getting the point? Some x are not y. Does that mean some y are not x? Some x are not y. Does that mean, yeah, that is actually little ambiguous. Let us discuss further. Some x are not y. For example, some humans are not intelligent. Some humans are not intelligent. Does that mean that some intelligent people are not humans? That we cannot say. Some x are not y does not mean some y are not x. It may be true in some cases, it may not be true in other cases. So, these are some of the conclusions you can make out of the syllogism statements. Whatever x and y are replaced here, these things what I told now is applicable. Now with questions, okay, now one more thing I want to specify is, the scopula is also very important. The copula word you should be very careful about. Normally is and are more commonly used copula, but some other copula are there, may be, must be, etc. Especially this may be, may not be. In comprehension unit also this is very important. UPSC aspirants I am telling this too. In comprehension also, maybe is a loose term, but R is our extreme terms. In comprehension lectures, I will explain about it, how to avoid extreme terms or how to identify extreme terms, and that itself solves many questions. Anyway, R means in all cases. Is also is just singular of it. That means in all cases. Maybe means in some cases. That means if the copula is or are or must be or should be, those kinds of extreme words, what you are trying to prove should be true in all cases. Not in some cases only, but in all cases. But if it is maybe, all humans may be mammals, that may not be true in all cases. Some cases also is fine. Yeah, this example is not that relatable. With questions, you will get more clarity. So that much theory, I hope it is clear. So all x or y means some y or x, we discussed already. No x or y means no y or x. Some x or y or some x or y, another way of telling it is at least one x or y. Both mean same. That means some y or x. And some x or not y also means another way of telling it is at least one x or not y. Now all x or y, all y are z, you can say all x are z. We already discussed that with the example. All humans are mammals, all mammals are living beings, then all humans are living beings. All x are y, that means x subset of y. All y are z means y subset of z, then all x are z is also true. So this much theory is clear now. Please respond, all of you. Those of you are watching me live, please respond. Okay, now the most important thing in this chapter is you should know how to draw minimal overlapping diagram. If you understand this, you are half done with most of the questions, we can say. Then it is all about understanding which all are the premises and solving it. But minimal overlapping diagram is very basic thing you should know. What is minimal overlapping diagram? Listen to those words. Minimal, that means minimum overlapping. That kind of a diagram we have to draw. Overlapping means intersection. That means, as I told, most of the time they will ask conclusion also with the copula R. When the copula is R or is or must be, those kinds of words, minimal overlapping diagram is enough to solve it. Minimum overlapping diagram is enough to solve it. Because minimal overlapping diagram, if it is true, it should be true in other cases also. Because bare minimum this much intersection only is there. If you are not understanding it, with this example I will tell you. Some tables are shelves. Some tables are shelves means this is the minimal overlapping we can draw. Some shelves are chairs. Some shelves are chairs means shelves and chairs have overlapping. Why it is called minimal overlapping? Because we don't know table and chair have intersection or not. So if I draw chair like this, that is also a possible case. Instead of chair being here, this is chair being here, that is also a possible case. But in minimal overlapping diagram, that possible case you don't have to consider. You have to consider the minimum case. In other chapter we say worst case scenario. In worst case, there won't be any intersection between table and chair. That is also possible, na? That is not an impossibility. So that is also possible. And all chairs or benches means chair set subset of bench set. Here also we didn't represent any intersection between table and benches because we are drawing minimal overlapping diagram. There can be other diagrams where tables and benches have an intersection. All of you are understanding what I am trying to say? So with questions now I will explain more about minimal overlapping diagram. Now one more thing you have to know about this chapter is this thing, sometimes in the question itself they will mention this sentence. In syllogism problem, generally we have to consider the statements to be true even if they seem to be variants from commonly known facts. Sometimes they will mention this in question, sometimes they will not mention. If it is not mentioned also, please understand this is by default, this is the case they are implying. That means, yeah, what I am trying to say is, you may hear all humans are donkeys. Still, don't get offended and skip the question. Because question is asking if all humans are donkeys and if all donkeys are monkeys, then what you can say about donkeys and or humans and monkeys? Something like that they can ask. I mean, that may not be true with respect to the commonly known fact. So don't apply your general knowledge on those kinds of statements. Especially UPSC aspirants, you have a tendency to use your learned knowledge because your GS1 needs that. So when you try not only this chapter, comprehension questions also, that is another mistake some people make. In some question, your commonly known fact or not, your understanding of things around you is needed in comprehension question, in some question. But in many question, you should not apply that. That I will teach you in comprehension classes. Which questions you have to apply your commonly known ideas or your things that you know. Which question you should not apply also. But in syllogism, it is strict no. Don't use commonly known fact in any question. In any question, don't use it. To understand examples, you can use your commonly known fact. Because when I am teaching all X or Y, I am telling a commonly known fact that all humans are mammals, so that you can relate it to that. So that it is not alien to you, the words that I am using. That's the only reason I am using commonly known fact. But the question they can give you correct or incorrect statements. Correct or incorrect with respect to our general understanding. Exactly, Ashwin. Very true. So read all the conclusion and then decide which of the given conclusion logically follows in the statement, disregarding the commonly known fact. As I told, these two statements, many a times they have dicto copied these two sentences and put in the beginning of the question. Okay. So with questions, okay, due to lack of time, I was planning to start with 2 practice questions, but as lack of time is there, we will directly go to a CSAT question itself. 2022, I think 3 questions was there from this chapter alone. 23, there was no question. And CSIR NET aspirants, in your syllogism Directly syllogism was asked once in your paper. Indirectly syllogism was asked 1 or 2 times. In GATE exam, this is more commonly asked. I am telling to other aspirants other than UPSC aspirants. For GATE exam, this is a very important topic. Frequently it is asked. Even in 2023 also, most papers had a question on this. 2023, 21, 20, most of the years they have asked recently also. Okay, so try this question. As I told, this is just what I just told you now. Usual story only. Remaining things. These are the statements. From that, what all conclusions can be made. I think the video is overlapping. Just the camera input is overlapping. Just adjust the slide a bit. Try it, please. Okay, hope it is readable now. All of you try it. Actually, I deleted the year of question also. So, okay, try please. 1 more minute, so that I'll explain. Okay, some of you got an answer. Listen very carefully. There are 4 conclusions. So I will explain once with one question. Then I hope you will all be able to pick up other questions easily. So look at this. These are the 3. Okay, look at this. Minimal overlapping diagram. Okay, I haven't explained one more aspect. Minimal overlapping can be done only for all and some case. For the negative conclusions, you cannot use minimal overlapping diagram, or minimal overlapping may not be enough in some of the cases. But all and some case, you can easily use minimal overlapping diagram. All and some case. Here the conclusions, all and some are there in 3 conclusions. So minimal overlapping diagram is enough to conclude that. For the other conclusion, what to do, I will tell you. So first we will draw minimal overlapping diagram. All pens are books. So pen set should be subset of book set, as we discussed all X or Y how to draw it. No chair is a pen. No chair is a pen. There are different ways to draw it. You can draw chair and book have an intersection like this, and pen does not have an intersection with chair. That is also a possible case. But minimal overlapping diagram means it is told no chair is a pen, so only represent that. Don't interfere the index about chair and book. Does they have a intersection, or does they have a relation or not? That is called minimal overlapping diagram. So chair and book, question does not clearly say there is an intersection, na? So don't worry about it. That is the idea of minimal overlapping diagram. The chair is outside book set also, and chair and pen have no intersection. So this is the minimal overlapping diagram. With respect to this, check all chairs are books. All chairs are book means chair should be inside book set. So that is not true in the diagram. So this is eliminated. Some chairs are pens. Chairs and pen have an intersection. No, no chair is a pen is already mentioned, so it is wrong. All books are chairs. Books should be subset of chairs. That also in diagram it is clearly no. It is disjoint sets, chairs and books. So these three are eliminated. Is it clear? Now, no chair is a book. No chair is a book. Can you conclude that? That is why I told you minimal overlapping diagram is not enough. In minimal overlapping diagram, chair and book does not have an intersection. But what if the diagram is like this? Look at the second diagram. This diagram, does it contradict any of the propositions given or premises given? All books are pens are correct here also. No chair is a pen is correct here also. Both the premises are correct in this diagram also. In this diagram, no chair is a book is not correct. So this is also not concludable. Because the copula is. If the word was maybe or, I will tell you 2-3 variations of it. No chair may be a chair. No chair may be a book. Sorry. Then that is correct conclusion. Because maybe means is there a chance? Or more grammatically correct statement is no chair being a book. No chair being a book is a possibility. Possibility means in one case at least is it true. In one case at least is it true. Are you getting the point? In that case also conclusion 4 is correct with respect to this statement. But is an extreme word, or the copula is an extreme copula. That is why conclusion 4 is not correct. For conclusion 4 to be correct, in all diagrams no chair is a book should be true. In this diagram at least it is not true. So in no case you cannot use minimal overlapping diagram only. Yeah, in minimal overlapping diagram if no is wrong, if no is wrong also that is not enough. Because no means none of the case, in all cases together, in even one case it should not be true. That is the meaning. But it is true in this case. All of you understood. I elaborated as much as possible. Those who are already familiar with syllogism, I think I have elaborated too much for you. But I am thinking about those people who are totally new to syllogisms. That is why I am elaborating more in depth. Then try this question. 2022 itself, this question was also asked. Try this, all of you. You are understanding the concepts. Do let us know through the like button, through the comment section, through sharing this video to more people. That will be a big support for this initiative. YouTube also will be able to recommend it to more students if more engagement are happening in a video. Only if you feel these videos are useful and worthy to share to more people, please do that. That will help me also to plan for more such series in the future. Okay, so try this question, all of you. Due to lack of time, I will start explaining. So let us draw the minimal overlapping diagram for these three statements or these three premises given in the question. Some doctors are teachers, all teachers are engineers, all engineers are scientists. So let us look at the conclusions. Some, all, some, and the copula is R only. So clearly minimal overlapping diagram is enough to finish this question. That is how to identify it. Okay, statement 1, 2, 3, these are the three, minimal overlapping diagram you can draw. Some doctors are teachers. So doctors and teachers should have an intersection like this. All teachers are engineers. So teacher set should be subset of engineer set. All engineers are scientists. So engineer set should be subset of scientist set. So is this diagram clear, all of you? Now with this, can you say some scientists are doctors? That means scientists and doctors should have an intersection. Scientists here, doctors here, definitely. Because teachers and doctors have intersection means all teachers are scientists, or from the picture itself it is very evident now. All these are doctors and teacher intersection set. All engineers, so this is correct. All engineers are doctors. All engineers being doctors is not correct because these engineers are not necessarily doctors. It may be a possibility, but not in all cases, or in minimal overlapping diagram itself, that is not true. So that is why conclusion 2 is wrong. Some engineers are doctors. Some engineers. That means there should be an intersection between engineers and doctors. Yes, it is there. Because all teachers are engineers and some teachers are doctors means definitely that teacher doctors or teacher doctors at least will be engineers. So some doctors are engineers, so some engineers are also doctors. So 1 and 3 are correct. So option C is the answer. Is it clear, all of you? Please respond. So that was another CSAT 2022 problem. This is another question that was asked in 2021. New students, UPSC aspirants, I have given a playlist itself on 2022, 23, 21, 22, 21, 20. These 4 years previous year questions are already solved in that playlist. We are planning to add more videos to that playlist. So you can check out that channel if you, check out that playlist. Check out that playlist if you want to practice more previous year questions. Okay, I'll explain statements. Some cats are almiras, some almiras are chairs, and all chairs are tables. So these 3 statements, how to draw the minimal overlapping diagram. Some cats are almiras, so cats and almiras should have an intersection. Some almiras are chairs. Almiras and chairs should have an intersection. All chairs are tables. Chairs should be subset of tables, like this. Cats and tables will have an intersection or not, we don't know now. With this minimal overlapping diagram, what all can be told? Let us check. Certainly, if the word certainly is there or not, it means the same only. That is just to confuse you, certainly is mentioned. Because already the word R is an extreme copula, which means certainly itself. Certainly some almiras are tables means in all cases, almiras should be tables. Yeah, almiras and tables. Some almiras are tables, that is true, because look at this. This almira set, table set should have is having an intersection in minimal overlapping diagram itself. That is why it is true in all cases. The conclusion 1 is true. Some cats may not be chairs. Some cats, yeah, you have to understand this clearly. Some cats may not be chairs means there is a possibility that some cats are not chairs. May. There is a possibility that some cats are not chairs. Yeah, this cat set, chair set, if there is no intersection also, that is okay. May not be chairs means if no cats are chairs, some cats not chairs is true in that case. Some cats not chairs. Because these cats are not chairs anyway. Other cats are chairs or not, we don't want to know. Some cats not chairs, is it possible? Yes. In this minimal overlapping diagram, these cats are not chairs because chairs are here. Cats are here. No intersection at all. Yeah, cats and chair having intersection is also possible. But may not be means is it possible in any one case that some cats are not chairs? That is the question. Yes, that is true in minimal overlapping diagram itself. Because the word may. If the question is saying some cats are not chairs, that is wrong. Because cats and chairs having intersection, there is no problem with that. The picture, this is also a possible diagram. This is also a possible diagram, cat being here and all other things on the same place. So if the word was should not be, must not be, are not, then conclusion 2 was not correct, but here conclusion 2 is correct. And this is also correct. So both conclusion 1 and 2 are correct. Is it clear to all of you? Please respond. 2021, one more. I think 2021, 3 questions and 2022, 2 questions were there. These are the 3 questions in 2021. I will add this in your practice worksheet. Last 4-5 lectures practice worksheet together I will upload today. It was a very busy schedule last week, that's why I could not update it daily. I have worked on it in this weekend and prepare the practice worksheet so that you can use. New students, in our Telegram channel we upload the practice worksheets of all these chapters. So check the description of the video to be part of our Telegram channel. For UPSC there is a separate channel, for other exams there is a separate channel. You can be part of it and get your study material. Okay, so this one you can try it super fast. Syllogism, once you get the hold of it, it is sure shot you will get the correct answer. There are few things that you should practice and gain confidence of. After that, there are not much twists and turns in this chapter. There is a set of limited cases only. So if you practice that itself, you can do all whatever question that comes from this chapter. So this question super fast I will answer due to lack of time. Some radios are mobiles. So radios and mobiles will have an intersection. All mobiles are computers. Mobile set should be inside the computer set. Draw it yourself. Some computers are watches. Computers and watches should have an intersection. As it is minimal overlapping diagram, that is why we are not connecting radios and watches. Now, certainly I told you, if certainly is there or not, that means the same itself. Some radios are watches. Is it true some radios are watch? In minimal overlapping diagram itself, that is wrong. So in other cases, we don't have to check. Minimum this much overlapping. In that itself, this is wrong. Some mobiles are watches. Mobile and watch having intersection, is it necessary? Look at this. Mobile set is here, watch set is here. Disjoint sets, na? No intersection at all in minimal overlapping diagram. So in general, we cannot say that is true. That is why, option D is the answer, not C. Both are wrong. So option D, neither 1 nor 2. Option D is the correct. Is it clear, all of you? Please respond. So this is how to do syllogism problem. Practice more question. I will give you, syllogism I will give you more than 10 questions. Normally most chapters I have given 10 questions each. This I will give you more than 10 questions so that you can practice more. As I told, this is a chapter where if you are clear of the concepts, you can easily score marks. Much time also it won't take. The technique is same for all questions also. But remember, minimal overlapping diagram is only applicable mainly for positive statements. Positive statements means all, some, etc. No case, that is a negative premise there. If minimal overlapping diagram, if it is not working, you can avoid that. But if it is working, you have to check whether in other case if it is working or not. That is what you have to do. The statement be right if it was some mobiles may be watch. In previous question, Anusha, some mobiles may be watch. Yes, you are right, Anusha. Some mobiles may be watch is true. Because mobile and watch having intersection, no one have a problem with that. I mean these 3 statements does not have any problem with it. That is why maybe is true. Okay, so this is another beautiful question. Try it yourself. In the worksheet, I will provide the answer key also. Or this is the minimal overlapping diagram. This is another diagram. Those of you have doubt, you can look at this. So that's it. We will conclude here after completing all the lectures. Can you do one more lecture for doubt clearing and for most? Let me check, Ashwin. As I told, next week, most probably, okay, one announcement. I think last class I have hinted regarding that. Due to some personal emergency, next week I won't be able to take class. Next week means not the coming week. After next Sunday. Next Sunday means 26th May. Till 26th May class will be there. Tomorrow class won't be there. But Tuesday to Saturday class will be there. So to compensate for next week, this week, 2 classes per day will be there. I know that for some people, your schedule may be some overlapping of time clash can be there for some of you, but 8:30 p.m. class will be there. One more time slot. Yeah, you people can suggest which time slot is better for you. If possible, I will arrange that if my other classes are not having an overlap with that. But 2 classes per week. 2 reasons. One, as I told, due to a personal emergency, I had to travel actually for 5 days. I have to go to my hometown. That is why for next week I won't be able to take class. Secondly, if you complete this week, it will be easy for you to revise before your exam. You will get more time to revise. So due to both reasons, coming week from day after tomorrow onwards, tomorrow no class, day after tomorrow onwards, 2 classes per week. If you have any suggestion regarding what time you want the second class, 8:30 p.m. class will be there. What other time is okay for you? You can suggest it. If majority have a common time, and if I am also able to take that time, we will fix that time itself. So conclusion 2 in this question, Anusha. Conclusion 2 is no green is black. No green is black is true in minimal overlapping diagram. But I told you no green is black means in all cases no green is black. In this case, no green is black is true. That is because that is minimal overlapping diagram. Na? Minimum overlapping it is happening. So what other diagrams are possible? What if green and black have an intersection like this? Does that contradict any of the statement? Green and black having an intersection like this. Does that contradict some green is blue? No, some green is still blue in this diagram. Some blues are blacks, some blues are still black in this diagram. Question didn't say that some greens are not black, na? Or some black are not, or sorry, all no green is black is not mentioned in the premise. That is why this diagram is also okay. Due to that, conclusion 2 is not correct. No green is black is not correct because I told you no case you cannot conclude with minimal diagram only. You have to see in any other case that is true or not. Yeah, no green is black is a possibility, or no green being black is a possibility. That is true. So, okay, Ashwin. Yeah, 8:30 to this time slot already we will be taking class. But one more time slot I need, otherwise I have to push it for one more week, like May 1st week. Then the comprehension series I have to start after that. That will be even more difficult. Na? That is why. Let me see. In the group also you can mention what timing you prefer. Those of you are watching this recording, you can mention in the comment section also what time you prefer for the next week. Only for the last 5 lectures this adjustment is needed. We have completed now 29 lectures. So the last 5 lectures I am shifting it to this week. 2 p.m. some of you are okay with it. 8:30 a.m. Okay, Yashish, I'll consider 9 to 9:30 a.m. 10 o'clock I have another class, so after 9 it won't be possible. Let me see before 9 in the morning if it is possible or not. So this is the schedule of the series. In this series now we have completed 29 lectures out of 40 lectures. Last 11 lectures. Day after tomorrow we will do coding, decoding and ranking ordering both together we will be discussing in day after tomorrow's class. So I mean in 2 separate lectures. So that's it. Let's conclude for today anyway. Thank you all of you. Take care all of you, and do spread the word and let your friends know about the series. And CSIR NET Aspirants, once again reminding you, your complete course is available in our platform. Currently you can get it for 3-month subscription also. This is price for recorded videos, 60 recorded videos, so almost 80 hours of content will be there as recorded videos, and almost 500 rupee worth online study materials, flashcard ebook, topic wise PDFs will be there, 50 practice sheets will be there topic by topic, and test series also will be there. 10 mock tests you can take also as part of this course. Any doubts you can contact in this number. That's it. Thank you all of you. Take care all of you. See you all on the next class. Have a good night. Bye bye.